This morning, the Department of Justice weighing whether to charge former FBI Director James Comey with lying to Congress, according to two DOJ officials. A representative for Comey declining to comment. The charges would mark the first criminal case against a person President Trump publicly called on the Attorney General to prosecute, in a post Saturday calling Comey and two Democratic politicians, quote, guilty as hell. The president writing on Truth Social, "We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. Justice must be served now."
I just want people to act. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now.
Any charges would revolve around testimony Comey gave before the Senate in late September of 2020.
I stand by what the testimony you summarized that I gave
about whether he ever authorized a leak to the press about investigations of President Trump, which Comey denied. Senior Justice Department officials tell NBC News that Eric Siebert, the U.S. attorney overseeing the Comey investigation, resigned last week rather than seek an indictment because of a lack of evidence. This week, Attorney General Pam Bondi swore in his replacement, Lindsay Halligan, a former personal attorney for Mr. Trump who has no experience as a prosecutor and was handpicked by the president.
This week is like multiple Watergates at the same time. We don't need to pretend that we're not sure of what Trump's motives are.
President Trump fired Comey from his job as FBI director in 2017 over his handling of the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential campaign, and has attacked him regularly since.
Look, he's a showboat. He's a grandstander. I didn't put him there. I didn't want him there. I thought he was terrible, actually.
Barbara McQuaid is a former U.S. attorney.
His relentless attack on Jim Comey throughout the years since he's been president the first time and this time, I think raises a lot of concern that this might be a politically motivated prosecution.
There's another consideration for the government as well. There is a 5-year statute of limitations for charges of lying to Congress. That means that the DOJ only has until about the middle of next week to decide once and for all whether to bring a case here or to let this matter go. Craig?
Well, I have you here, Garrett. All of this coming as President Trump is blasting some technical mishaps that happened during his visit to the United Nations a few days ago. What's the latest on that?
Yeah, Craig, the president was furious about these issues, and he's since claimed even that he was sabotaged at the UN. In fact, he's even called for arrests. The focus is on this moment where an escalator lurched to a stop just as the president and the first lady stepped on. The president says they could have been injured. The UN says there was a U.S. delegation videographer at the top of that escalator who may have inadvertently triggered the safety which stopped it. They say there's nothing nefarious here, but that's not satisfying the president. He's also called for investigations into the teleprompter and into sound issues in the room during his speech. Craig, the UN is promising to investigate.
All right. Garrett Haake for us there from the White House. Garrett, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.